All right, guys, Klazerhausen here to talk to you today about 5 things I've learned after living for 1 week in China. All right, guys, first things first. Number 1, some things in China are cheaper than living in the United States, but some things aren't. When I first heard that I was moving to China, I thought, man, I'm gonna save so much money because everything in China is gonna be so cheap. And in some cases, that's true. Lunch, for example, today was 13 yuan, which is about $2. That's pretty cheap, but there are some things that are actually more expensive. For example, the new iMac Pro, the most sought after iMac by anyone who calls himself a geek, in the US is $5,000, but in China is the equivalent of almost $7,000. So that's quite a bit more. But then on the other side, the subway's pretty cheap. To ride a couple stops on the subway, up to 5 or 6 stops here in Nanjing, is about 2 yuan, which is, carry the 7, that's like 32 cents. Number 2, payphones. You thought they were extinct. You were wrong. They're alive and well in China. In fact, nearly everyone in China pays for everything with one of these. Bubble teas, drinks after dinner, movies, groceries, you name it, they pay for it with their cell phones, which is great, unless you're an expat who can't get a foreign bank account. Number 3, mucus. That's right. The Chinese have a very different relationship to mucus than we do in the United States. I've seen an old woman snort, hawk, and spit a loogie right on the street. I've seen a young man dressed in the best clothes, Dolce & Gabbana framed glasses, iPhone 10, Gucci wallet, in the middle of a meal, stand up and shoot 2 snot rockets into the garbage can next to his table. Takes some getting used to. Takes a lot of getting used to. China has high-speed rail. They have the most advanced AI technologies in the world. They have pay for everything with your phone. They have clean, functioning subway systems that are easy to use. But you can't drink the water. And finally, number 5, China is the New Jersey of countries. You see, in China, you have to know a guy. I mean, there are a myriad of laws, and they seem to change all the time, and they depend on what province you're in or what city. In some cities, motorcycles are banned. In some cities, it's fine to drive a motorcycle. In some cities, you can be put to death for even saying the word motorcycle. And this is by design, because in New Jersey, to get ahead, you had to use your connections, at least the Jersey of old, and the same is true in China. Good thing I know so many people here. Now, peeps, I realize this video might come off as negative. It's not meant to be. It's simply the things I've found most jarring. It's culture shock. There is plenty of beauty and wonder here, and I'm planning to share that with you in the weeks, months, and years ahead. Guys, that is the 5 things I've learned after living in China for 1 week. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I got a lot more coming on this channel and on our blog, klazercheng.com. And hopefully the next video won't be shot in my hotel studio. I should be able to do this from our new apartment, which I should be able to move into with my wife in a couple of weeks. Yes.
Big boy, fluffy. I like cheese sauce by the cheese shore. It's pretty good.